Dear Nuseir, welcome.
Thank you for inviting me to your home.
It's amazing to have you, man. Tell us, what are you doing in Mexico?
I'm building a business in Mexico. We're launching a platform and we're helping Mexican content creators build a community online and make money from it. That is the Nas.io platform that we are here to support. And I'm here to help all the content creators.
You make like a lot of content, but one of the things that has make you apart from all the other creators is that you make people come together. Like all your videos, they're about people.
Yes. Nas daily. Nas means people in Arabic. Nas.io means people.io. Everything we do is about bringing people together.
That's so interesting because a lot of people think that the reason it's called Nas is because of your name, which is Nuseir.
It's a common misconception, but my name is Nuseir Yassin.
Yeah, it's amazing to have you and to see one of your events. We were yesterday.
What did you think of the event?
It was amazing. I saw a lot of people not only coming together, but having this common trait, this common point of significance that made them want to do things.
Yes.
And that's like really weird.
Yeah, each and every one of them loves what they do, and we help them live from what they love.
That is so amazing.
Yeah.
How did you get to this point? You have been first you made the videos, and the first video you had, it was you wanted to send something to space?
Yes. So I'm not a video maker. I started 8 years ago. I just wanted to, see the world and just say stuff. And then I started to say stuff, and I put it as videos on Facebook, and it blew up. Wow. People started to listen, and one day I saw that I have tens of millions of followers, but I wasn't making any money. I couldn't live doing what I loved. And this is why I wanted to build Nas.io as my next thing, to help me, be able to live from building an online community. So help me build an online business. And that is why we're here.
But you're taking everyone under your wing.
Yeah. I didn't realize that, but yes, it started as, hey, give people a voice. Now, give people a livelihood. How can I build tools to help you make money online? That is my goal. And if I can figure it out, millions of people can make millions and billions of dollars online and live off of it. That is the dream.
I really was shocked when I saw that you were not only talking about building businesses, like I want to make people have their income. You really are starting a family with Nas.io. Every speaker, every people that was present there, they really thought of you like a close person to them. And I was really, really shocked when I saw the Zoom calls with you in them. So like most of the creators and the people that have the platforms and lead the platforms, they really don't have the time or the will to be with the people in the journey.
I'm actually inspired a lot by Judaism.
Okay.
Because I studied Judaism for a full month.
I saw your video.
And the biggest thing I learned in Judaism is that you just know how to build a community. You know how to make everybody feel like they belong. Everybody's equal. Everybody's voice matters. It's not just about me. It's about you and you and you. And so when it comes to building Nas Daily, I had that community focus. I meet people in 100 countries in person. We hang out. I never charge them for money. We just exchange ideas. With Nas.io, same thing. Everybody that uses the platform is part of the community. And so whatever I did for Nas Daily, I'm doing for Nas.io. And a lot of what I did is actually inspired by what I learned on building a community. And if anybody wants to learn how to build a community, they should study Judaism.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an amazing statement because it's
true.
So accurate.
It's very true.
And if you don't mind me asking, how was your journey into Judaism? How do you discover Judaism? Like people know that you came from Israel, but the way you started to get close to Judaism, people don't know a lot about it.
So I studied 6 religions in 6 months. Mm-hmm. I started with Hinduism, with Buddhism, Hinduism, atheism, Christianity, Judaism, and then Islam. So, first of all, I was very close to Judaism because I was born and raised in Israel. So, it's at 80% of the country. But I never quite understood it until I studied it for 1 full month, and I spoke to a rabbi, and I did the whole 9 yards.
Did you wear tzitzis?
No, I did not. I did not. So I was thinking about what can I learn from Judaism, because there's a lot we can learn. And so I take out the best from every religion, and I try to apply it to my life.
That's kind of tough because
tough.
people, and you're a public person, and people like to think they know everything. So when they see you studying the religion, you haven't gotten any heat from the people, like
much.
only a month. Why? Or you didn't do this?
So I had heat from both sides. You only studied this for a month, and that's what you learned. And then the other side is, why are you studying this religion? What about your religion? You know. And some people don't believe in the multi-religion world. So it was a very controversial series, but I didn't care. I don't care. You know, at this point, after 8 or 9 years, you don't give a shit. Sorry. You just do what you love.
That's an amazing statement, but it's also one that not many people are willing to take. Like there is one thing about your path that baffles me. That it's the faith you had not only on your videos but on social media, and how you revolutionized it. Because one of the craziest thing is that your kind of structure for storytelling, it was replicated a lot.
Yeah. How do you know that?
Because I've seen it.
You've seen people scream to the camera?
Yes.
This is Mexico.
and I was like really shocked because it's obviously creativity. Nothing is never original.
Yeah.
And creativity comes from different sources.
Correct.
But to give people structure, how do you come up with that? Because you were the first one.
I mean, I also stole from others, right?
Of course.
My creativity is from other people. So I don't know. I don't know how it all started. I thought
it seems really genuine from you.
Yeah. I thought short videos will do well. And I thought if I scream, people like energy. And I thought if I just say it to the point what this thing is, people will notice and people will like it. That's it.
But you didn't just make them notice, you made them stay.
I made them stay because I was doing something hard. And so my recommendation to people watching this is do something hard. People love watching people do hard things.
Yeah, because you also got into the not a gym, but a gym specialist.
Yeah.
You know, it was amazing to see the transformation, and I loved how you put yourself like to be the guinea pig of the whole experiment.
Of everything, yeah.
But how do you get the energy for that? So like, when do you sleep, man?
I actually sleep 7 to 8 hours every day. It's very important. Yeah, I make sure to sleep. It feels like I'm very busy, but I'm very lucky to have 100 people supporting me. You know, that is my luckiest thing in the world. So I'm not just alone. If I was just alone, I can't do half of this. It's all about hiring and building a team. If you want to go far, go together.
But actually, you made also a video about when you made Nas Company.
I did.
And I love how you say, like, this is the hardest thing I have ever done. It's to understand if I needed to do the company or not.
Yeah, it's the only option.
But why? Why did, like, so many creators do their solo act and they stay like that?
I've always wanted to build something bigger than myself.
Okay.
That's it. If I die, I want my work to continue to live. And because of that, I have to build a company. I have to build a company. There's no other option.
That's so interesting because the entrepreneurship, everyone thinks like it's so basic, so essential to build a company, but they think that the building is the company. You know, like to have it like this kinds of material things.
Yeah.
And you think of your company so differently.
It's work.
It wasn't so clear when I saw your videos because for the video everyone can smile and stuff, but when I saw it yesterday, it was amazing.
Really?
Like, yes, yeah. There's a synergy, and people really like to be a part of the team. I saw so much creativity and different kinds of perspective.
Yeah.
That I was baffled.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, you know, this, you're not born with this. This doesn't come easy.
What are
Yeah.
your recommendations for someone who wants to learn this? Like your top 3?
So this is something no one will tell you. But if you want to build a team of 100 people, you got to hire 300 people. You know, because 200 will not work out. 100 will quit, and 100 you will fire, and 100 will stay. Your company, your work is not for everybody. You just have to find your people. You have to find your tribe. You know, kind of like in Judaism, you have to find your tribe where you belong. But not everybody is your tribe. And so this is why specific people deserve to be in the company, and other people, unfortunately, we couldn't work with.
Of course. I always say like everyone is unique. And I think like this uniqueness, authenticity, it can be developed, you know, like unfolded,
Yes.
sort of.
Yes.
And it's not only what you do, it's how the world like pushes you as you're doing it. Like you get momentum, sort of.
Yeah, yeah.
How was it for you? Like how did you understand it was the right path? What are the signs? How do you recognize this feeling?
The right path to build a company?
To build your own path. It can be a company. And for you, it was not, I don't think it was like a company itself. It was like to build a community, build tribes, build like a movement.
How did I realize that this is my path?
I think the company like was like a consequence.
A consequence, yeah. How did I know that's my path to build this movement? Yes. That's a very good question. I feel like I was thrown into it. I really feel that. I don't feel like I was like, I'm going to do this. I was like, oh my God, I'm in this position. What should I do next? Let's make it bigger.
But how is that? Because when I talked to you about this video, I saw of you that you were like sick, and you were telling the people in the phone, like the agent or the medic or whatever, you told them like, I had to do 2 more videos and I feel like really, really bad, you know? And I was like so baffled how you're gonna keep on going, because those were the early days. You didn't have so much momentum. Why did you decide video? You know, like, and to do this short format?
It's about commitment. And what most people are not good at is commitment. But I think that if I look at my superpower, I'm very good at commitment. I will never cheat on my girlfriend. But I also will never miss a day. I will never not, you know, do something if I said I'm going to do it. And you know, think about Shabbat, right, on Friday. You've committed to make a Shabbat every Friday. How often do you miss a Shabbat? Probably not very often. It's a habit. It's become part of religion. And so I have my own version of religion, which is, hey, my work is kind of like as important as religion. And this is, I think most people need to get their work to be as important as religion.
Do you have any rituals for your work?
Well, I sleep at 9 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m. So that's my ritual this year, yeah.
But like for...
for the company, to build a company, yeah.
Exactly.
I have a ritual, which is every Monday morning, we have a meeting, everybody live together, you cannot miss. If it's 4 a.m. Mexico, if it's 8 p.m. Singapore, you show up live. And if you don't show up, you have to tell us why. And so people do not miss a Monday meeting, and I have not missed a Monday meeting in 270 Mondays. That is 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about really being religious about some of the stuff in the company if you want to build a culture.
Yes, because you cannot build a culture without like a system or structure.
Yes.
And that's so funny you say it, because your videos, they have their own structure, but they seem a lot more flexible than they must be. Like the production you have.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I heard yesterday that you made like a video every 2 days, like your production. It was 2 days. One of the speakers said this. You know, like for everyone, and I was like so baffled. Like how do you do it? Like, because if everyone thinks that making content is just about hard work and to put in everything, you know, like the grind and this hustle culture that has become.
Yeah.
And many people, like you said, you have to sleep.
Yeah.
Many people don't know how to stop.
The solution is 2 words: time management. You just have to be good at time management. you know?
You have tools for that, like Pomodoro or...
No. I really don't use any tools for time management. It's just, there's a thing called Parkinson's law, which says work expands to the time allowed for it.
You made a video.
I did make a video about it. Such an important video. Work expands to the time allowed for it. If you give yourself 1 day to do a video, you have to finish it in 1 day. If you give yourself 1 week to make a video, you'll finish it in a week. But it's the same video. So give yourself a deadline and respect it.
Wow. That's kind of a mantra.
Yeah, that is how my life worked. I gave myself a deadline and I did everything to hit that deadline.
You were never disorganized?
I'm very disorganized. I'm very ADHD and everything, but I love life. And I think you can see that in the work. And I hope, I'm very lucky because I work with a lot of NAS.io creators who love life. Every person who uses NAS.io is like building a business online and they love what they do. And so I'm surrounded by passionate people.
Yes, and actually it shows. Every video you make, it's full of energy. You make people want to do stuff. And actually that takes me to my next point. I was before another platform and I just moved to NAS.io.
Did you really?
Yes.
When did you move?
Today.
Claro. No, really?
Yes.
I love that.
I saw it. Our team,
today.
We
Congratulations.
Yes, and then what I saw, it was that the reason your platform is so good, it has like a really special interface. It looks simple, but that's
the videos.
Hard work. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's your videos. In a structure for creators.
That's so funny you noticed that.
Of course.
The simplicity of the videos are now in the technology platform.
And not only it shows, but it is also the interaction of the people in your videos. You made it possible with NAS.io, with something I was so baffled about, which are the challenges.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you want to explain it. So I think it's amazing that
so look at how my life changed. I challenged myself to make 1,000 videos in 1,000 days. Mm-hmm. That was one giant challenge.
Yeah, it's 3 years. So
3 years, yeah. So now, if you challenge yourself to do something in a specific time, you will do it. So we built a challenge platform where it's a business platform, but you can run challenges in it, where now you can run your own challenge for people to do what they want to do. So learn a language in 30 days, become YouTubers in 20 days. So that's funny you notice that. It comes from Nas Daily.
Yes, of course. I actually love this because I always say that authenticity, it can grow if it's well nourished. Oh,
I love that.
And authenticity, it's I think of a spiritual trait because it's the uniqueness of everyone. It's like your essence.
That's exactly true.
And your videos have it. And when I saw everything you did, because actually you don't have only NAS.io, you also made NAS company was before that. And you try to take that philosophy into all the ways that you did until you got here.
Yes, exactly. But wait, question for you. What is the platform you moved from?
Patreon.
Oh yes, you're on Patreon. We love Patreon. The CEO is one of our investors.
Patreon, I love Patreon because of the philosophy of it.
Yes.
How it started, and he's Jack, no? Isn't it?
Jack Conte, yeah, great guy.
Yes, I didn't know him. I started on Patreon because he was Patreon. And then I found one of his videos, and he was talking about also the band he created with his wife.
He had the same problem as me.
Exactly. But I love it because I actually am about to publish my second book.
Oh, wow.
And it's about work. And I say that everyone wanted to be Da Vinci, this person that makes everything and makes everything amazing. He was a painter, he was an engineer, he was everything.
Wow.
And everyone said the Da Vinci method, the Da Vinci goggles and glasses, and everything was Da Vinci, and everyone was like, how does he did it? How did he become the Renaissance man? And I said, and in the book I said when everyone was trying to look at Da Vinci was looking at the universe. He was trying to understand what it needed. Oh. Because that's the part you cannot negotiate. You gotta do your needs.
You gotta figure out what the universe needs.
And that's what you did.
That's exactly true. But you know what the universe needs from what you need.
Exactly. That's how
yeah.
authenticity like clicks perfectly there.
That makes total sense.
And what is your like the next steps? So you're obviously like making a base for NASA.io. You're trying to make it stable because obviously you need like to be active on this.
Yes, of course.
When it develops, which it will. Like I'm not a prophet, but
Thank you. I hope you're right. I want to watch this video in 3 years and see like to be 100x bigger.
No. You're gonna.
It's already big, but I want it to be 100x bigger.
It is like in Mexico. One of the creators that's inside your platform. It's Marta de Baile.
Yeah, she's
in Mexico.
Huge.
She's really known.
Yes.
And I was like so shocked to see like Nas on this side, Marta de Baile. Like it's like a surreal, like the juxtaposition between you.
Weird, right?
But
many more surprises coming.
How did you made these creators like to join NASA.io in the first place?
It's just serendipitous. It's people started to notice it. Oh, I want to run a challenge. I want to make money online. I want to build a business. So I'm going to use this platform. It seems simple. It's intuitive. Let me try it. And people try it. And then, oh, wow, it works. So then more people try it and more people try it. So it comes from a lot of pushing, of course. We're doing a lot of pushing, like talking to people yesterday, today, everywhere. But at some point, if the product is good, people use it. If the product is bad, no matter how many podcasts you do, it will not work.
It doesn't matter how you package it. It's just a shitty product. So
that's exactly it.
But your platform, it has like all these different kinds of. It's so flexible. Like it has a structure with like a rigid structure, so you don't like push over the limit or get lost. But it's so flexible in the ways that you can make not only money, but people come together.
Yes. People love building community. The problem is you're never paid to do that. You cannot live from building a community. But with NASA.io, now you can.
What do you say to people that say you cannot pay to have a community? Because like many politics here in Latin America,
they say it should be free.
No. They say like I give you money, you do whatever I say. Like, and it's a different kind of. It's a lot different. It's another model that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But in this sense, people came here for the content and they stayed because they found it useful.
Yeah. I think. No, I really think about like how do you. Like, look at a synagogue. A synagogue has a lot of costs. Rent, building, electricity, water. How does a synagogue survive?
From the community,
From the community, right? Can we copy that model? Can we build a community and survive and thrive from people in the community supporting us as the creator of that community? Can I do a synagogue for designers? Can I do a synagogue for travelers, for lawyers? If you can do that, that's the best thing in the world.
I am baffled by not only your knowledge of Judaism, but also the way you apply Judaism in so many ways.
In real life. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not a joke. By the way, my girlfriend's Jewish.
Yeah.
So, did you know that? Yeah. I think you knew that. Yeah.
I actually found her because she popped up in my feed, but I thought she was your girlfriend because
of the video.
I saw the edits and the pauses and the structure. I said like, this looks like Nas, but everyone that tries to copy it, they don't nail it. Like she nails it. They're like, that's Nas.
We have similar editing. Similar editors.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But then I saw a video when you were like with her on the background. I was like, and I saw it like, of course.
Yeah, no, she's great. You know what this means? This means my kids will be Jewish.
I actually was going to say that I didn't want to like.
You didn't want to? Yeah, you can say it's fine.
I'm like so honored. Like your children is going to be Jewish because it's. Like so, the work that you do, it could be like cataloged for like Tikkun Olam. I don't know.
I love Tikkun Olam. Yeah. For those that don't know Tikkun Olam, you should make a video about Tikkun Olam. It's but last 2 years has been very complicated. So
of course,
hopefully soon.
Can I ask you a little about
that? Yes,
of
course.
How did it affect you? I saw you like you approached the subject of the 7th of October. You actually said in a video like the extremist posture, but you said it like way better because it's not about being extreme. It's about being a builder. You said it.
Yeah.
And being a destroyer.
Yeah, you saw that? That's a recent one.
It's so amazing the way that you you brought people to look at the actions of people, because so many people get like lost in ideology. I think they should be really good. They should be really bad. They should be they should leave. They should stay. We should leave. So, that kind of conversation don't have any responsibility to it. You made that happen. You made people look at their actions and to have responsibility.
Ask myself, am I a builder or am I a destroyer? So that framework makes you remove all labels, all race, all gender, all nationality, and just think anybody can be a builder and anybody can be a destroyer. It's such a great framework to look at life. And so when it comes to this, very complicated conflict, we need more builders.
Yes, actually, that's so Jewish, and people say hey, I really like this thing, and the question my mother asked me is and what are you doing about it? You're going to criticize it. You have to criticize it responsibly.
Yes.
Yes. Put on your
more people should know about the concept of tikkun olam. They don't really know is that it's your responsibility to make the world better than you found it. And you see it all around you. And that's why there's so much Jewish philanthropy. And I think a lot of times people confuse politics of Israel with Judaism as a religion.
Yes. And as a Jew, it's been really hard to find a place in the whole world because there's so much anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And people are closed to that conversation.
Yeah, the average person cannot separate between Israel and Judaism. They think it's the same. Well, they're not the same, and so I think that's I was chatting with a very, very Orthodox Jewish rabbi in Brooklyn, and they're the most religious people in the world, and they're like, my identity is different from Israel.
It's been really hard to make that not only that distinction but that connection, because not all the people being Jewish. Not all the people know what it's like to be an Israeli. Even if you are Jewish, some people have never gone to Israel.
They don't know that even 20% of Israel is not Jewish.
Exactly. And that is kind of the way the ideology it's lost. On the sides, on the gaps.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Because you were born there, but people really in Mexico say reclamar, which is demands of you. You should have this strong posture about it.
Yeah.
And of course it must have been really, really tough because it's not only about war, it's a really intimate one.
I've been trying to run away from Israel for the longest time. I'm trying to run away. Hey, maybe I'm Singaporean, maybe I'm American, I'm a Nasayo creator, I'm a Nasayo entrepreneur. But actually, I don't want to run away. I want to embrace it. This is a hard thing I was born with, this identity. And instead of hiding it, let's make more videos about it. Let's go crazy. And that's what I'm trying to do now.
Actually, you're gonna find weird this what I'm gonna say. But actually, I saw one of your videos, and you bought a house, so you could make peace.
Yeah, that was a very old one.
I really have been following you for a long time.
That's so funny. I had an apartment in Palestine and another apartment in Tel Aviv, and I literally gave them away for free for anybody that wants to stay there. And that's so funny. I haven't thought about that for a while. The sad part is, I gave that up. Why? I sold the one in Palestine, and the one in Tel Aviv, I stopped it.
Why? I thought it was such
people
a cool
did not appreciate free stuff. People did not appreciate free stuff.
And actually, I gotta say it, it's from the Talmud.
Is it really?
Yes. It says that if you want people to appreciate anything you give them, you must charge them, even if it's $1, but you should charge them.
Really?
Yes, because it's the value drops.
That's super cool.
How do you choose the ideas?
This.
Of course.
If I do this for 5 more hours, I'll come up with 5 more ideas.
Of course.
Because now I'm like, oh, okay, there's an opportunity to capture attention. And there's something you can learn from this. I made this experiment and people did not appreciate it. Why? Oh, it's a free thing. So maybe this is a solution. Maybe the message is everybody should charge for things. And it's like, oh, this could help others. My experience could help others. So it's about everything I experience and can it help others or not?
Coach, you did it with investments as well.
Yes.
I love your series on how to manage money.
Oh, yes. It's I think people need to have a better relationship with money. It's not dangerous and it's not bad. Money's good. And this whole idea of if you make money, you're tainted. No, you should be able to you should be able to do good and do well at the same time. That's the dream. Do good and do well at the same time.
That is also so Jewish. Like everyone, every rabbi says you gotta help your fellow man for making parnasa.
Parnasa, of course.
It's a foundation.
Do you speak Hebrew?
Yes.
Like full?
בטח.
Oh, wow.
אני לא ישראלי, אבל אני יכול לדבר.
יש לך קצת מבטא, קצת American or something.
כן, זה כל כך קשה, כי אני מקסיקני.
כן.
אז מתי שאני מדבר, אני צריך לתרגם את כל מה שאני חושב.
וכן, מספניש?
בספרדית או באנגלית, כי המוח שלי...
יש לי אותה בעיה. כן, אני חושב באנגלית, וחייב לתרגם לעברית, והמבטא שלי ערבי.
וואו, אין ערבי, אתה מדבר...
כן, בטח. זאת שפת האם שלי, ערבית.
בטח, אבל אתה מדבר ערבית...
האנגלית שלי יותר טובה מהערבית, או מהעברית.
Because you spent more time speaking English. Yes, it's one of the love-hate relationship with English that all the world has.
Right? It's just so simple.
Yes.
Wait, it's like Nas data video. It's like so simple.
It is because there are some words that you cannot translate. Like from one word to the other.
Yeah.
And actually, this linguist Ludwig Wittgenstein, like he was like a Jewish linguist. He said that to know something, you got to put a word on it.
Oh.
So when you understand words that cannot be translated,
it's like that.
You open the dimension into another.
To know something is to put a word on it.
Another part of the universe, yes.
That's really cool.
And
the power of a word.
Yes.
By the way, that's another video.
Yes. I get you because that's exactly what I do. I should make a live stream out of this, And actually, there's.
What do you live stream?
I live stream philosophy and Judaism and
you live stream philosophy,
but
so your audience must be incredibly smart.
I think they are. I usually think I'm trying to simplify the complex concepts.
So you read books and you try to simplify it in live stream.
Yes, and I watch movies, and I think spirituality it's a holistic experience of all the levels of reality into one. That's. And that's the difficult of it. How can you match this with this?
Wow.
Is there anything NASA platform cannot?
We only power businesses powered by community.
Okay.
So if you have a community behind you that supports you and loves you, whether you're a business or an entrepreneur or a creator or a mom, then NASA is for you.
Are there some topics that NASA platform private, not private, but
oh yeah, of course. Gambling, porn, sex.
Of course.
Not for us.
And also, what is you must be a part of many communities.
Yes, of course. It's hundreds. My favorite community is actually a personal finance community, investment community. It's just like $30 a month. Her name is Singapore Budget Babe, nas.io/SG Budget Babe. And she just shares her stock investments every month. And I'm like, I like it. I want to see what you do.
Of course.
I'd love to see you succeed. People like you should succeed. People who take complicated things, make them simple, should succeed. People who want to tikkun ulam should succeed. So I'm a huge fan. And now I'm in your house.
Yes.
With your entire family waiting for us.
We actually are gonna have dinner, for Shabbat dinner.
We're gonna have dinner.
And I wanted to thank you for making this space to be a part of my family.
Thank you for inviting me to be part of it. Because you said something, I'm gonna say something weird, but I'm gonna invite you. I know you're not Jewish, but I invite you to Shabbat to my home tomorrow. Would you want to come? And I was like, I took for 2 seconds thinking about it. And I was like, yeah, I want to come.
I was like really amazed because like most people would say like, hey, I don't know, Shabbat. You took 2 seconds and like, yes.
But you know what? It's a lot of people look at Nas daily and are scared of it. They look at me and they're scared of me. No, because they're scared of me, right? They're like, I don't want to send him a message. I don't want to invite him to things. I don't want to bother him. They don't realize I'm actually open to many new ideas. And for Shabbat, I've always wanted to be invited to Shabbat because I want to feel like I also belong.
You do.
Thank you.
You have a home in Mexico. So I want to thank you just for being here again.
Thank you,
and thank you for everything you do for the world, man.
Thank you for having me in your house and on your podcast. And thank you everybody for listening. Muchas gracias.
Okay, I got to tell you, our slogan, it's being bridges, not walls.
Oh, that's great. That's the same as our slogan.
Yeah.
Building bridges, not walls.
Sí, in Spanish it's ser puentes y no muros.
That's your slogan.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And I hope you'll be with us.
Okay. How do I say it in Spanish again?
Ser puentes.
Ser puentes.
Y no muros.
Y no muros.